Okay, students, today we learn impairment loss. Already we discussed what is impairment loss. When your carrying amount, that is your book amount, and when your market value is not the same, when your book value is having more value than the market value, we call it as a impairment loss. So how do we calculate impairment loss? Carrying amount minus recoverable amount. So carrying amount we calculate, we all know we did it in the PPE sub, original cost minus accumulated depreciation. Recoverable amount, under recoverable amount we have two. One is value in use, fair value. So in this, whichever is high, we take that as a that for the calculation. So how do we calculate fair value? Selling price minus selling expenses. Now we'll see one sum wherein, look at this question. Zeba Company Limited has the plant whose original value is 8,50,000. So what is original value? Original value is 8,50,000. And the accumulated depreciation is 85,000. So depreciation is 85,000. Then they're telling A Limited recently sold another similar plant for 3,40,000. That means similar sum. So in the market, this kind of asset is sold for 3,40,000. This is nothing but your fair value. So your fair value is 3,40,000. Then they're telling the selling expenses were 23,000. So selling expense is 23,000. Okay. The management has determined the value in use of the plant as 3,30,000. So value in use is 3,30,000. Now they are asking us to calculate impairment loss. So simple. So look here. How do I calculate impairment loss? Impairment loss is this. Impairment loss equal to carrying amount minus recoverable amount. So carrying amount is original cost minus depreciation. So let me calculate the carrying amount first. Carrying amount equals to original cost minus depreciation. So how much is my original cost? 8,50,000 minus depreciation is 85,000. So how much is my carrying amount? My carrying amount equals to 85,50,000 minus 7,65,000. Yeah. So carrying amount equals to 7,65,000. Now I got my carrying amount. My formula is this: impairment loss minus recoverable amount. This is my formula. Okay, I got this value. Now I have recoverable amount. We all know that we have two values in this recoverable amount. In that, number one is value in use, which is already given in the question. How much they're telling value in use is 3,30,000. 3,30,000. Fair value they have given. Fair value fair value equals to selling price minus selling expense. So how much is selling price they are telling? Similar type of asset is sold for 3,40,000 minus selling expenses 23,000. 3,40,000 minus 3,000. It's 3,17,000. So in this, whichever is whichever is high, I have to take. So which is higher? 3,60,000 is high. 3,60,000 is high. So this is less. Whichever is high, 3,30,000 is. So my impairment loss equals to carrying amount minus recoverable amount. So my carrying amount is, how much is my carrying amount? This is your carrying amount. This is your carrying amount. 7,65,000 minus recoverable amount, whichever is high. Value in use or fair value, whichever is high. 3,17,000. Whichever is high, right? So it is 3,30,000. How much you will get? 7,65,000 minus 3,30,000. It's my impairment losses 4,35,000. That's all. That's all is the calculation. Simple. Impairment loss equals to carrying amount minus recoverable amount. So in the question, they have given original value, depreciation, fair value, selling price, this is not fair value, it is a similar type of assets are sold in the market. It is the market value basically. So fair value is 3,40,000, selling expenses 3,23,000, value is in 3,30,000. So carrying amount, how will I calculate? Original minus depreciation, I got 7,65,000. Recoverable amount, two amount, value in use, fair value, whichever is high. Value in use, it is given in the question. Fair value I have to find out, that is selling price minus selling expenses. 3,40,000 minus 23,000 equals to 3,70,000. Impairment loss calculation, 7,65,000 carrying amount minus whichever is high, 3,30,000. So my impairment loss is 3,45,000. Now we'll see one more sum. Look at this question. Jupiter Limited, a leading manufacturing steel company, having a foreign which is carrying in the balance sheet on 31st March 2021 at 2 lakh 50 lakhs. As at that date, the value in use and the fair value is 2 lakh. The cost of disposal is 13 lakhs. So what they are telling? I'll just reduce this size. Take this to here and I delete this. Okay. Look at the question what they are telling. Leading manufacturing steel companies, it has some asset which is carrying value is 2 lakh 50,000. So carrying amount they have given, no need to calculate depreciation. 2 lakhs 250 lakhs carrying amount, since it is given in the question, no need to calculate. 2 lakh 250 lakhs. Then they're telling as at that date the value in use and fair value is both. Value in use is 200 lakh and is fair value is also 2 lakhs, but it has selling expense of minus selling expense of 13 lakh. So they're asking us to calculate the impairment loss. Now, what is the formula? Impairment loss equals to carrying amount minus recoverable amount. So how much is my carrying amount? My carrying amount is 250 lakhs. Then what is my recoverable amount? I have two. One is value in use, that is 200 lakhs. Then the fair value is, they've given 2 lakh minus 13 lakhs. How much you will get? 2 lakh, 200 lakh minus 13 lakhs. It is fair value is 187 lakhs. How did you get this? 2 lakh minus my selling expenses. So whichever is high is 200. So I will consider this value, whichever is high. So let me calculate the impairment loss. Impairment loss equals to carrying amount how much? 2 lakh 50, 250 lakhs minus recoverable amount. In this, whichever is high. So 200 is high. My impairment loss is 50 lakhs. I hope you understood the sum. Thank you.